Hello there. So why doesn't it matter if your loving action, your act of forgiveness or whatever it is doesn't look like it was accepted? And to put it plainly, because we don't know, we don't understand what that would look like anyway. And to put this in a visual example of what we would understand is so many times throughout our lives, our days, our weeks, whatever, we we impact people that we don't even necessarily meet. You know, you could the way you speak to a cashier, say you don't even know. You're just being you, being friendly or in a pleasant mood or whatever it is, and you just say, "Oh, nice jacket or nice ring, whatever." No idea. You don't even think about it ever again. That moment goes right through you. But to them, maybe it changes their day. It changes their whole mood, their whole perspective. You never know. It could change their whole perspective of like, man, I'm going to start complimenting people or whatever. Like, this is a very mundane seeming example, but yet it can happen in those moments. Or you could even be talking to someone on a hiking trail with a friend, and somebody walking by hears you guys, here's the two lines that you've shared, and it just lifts their spirits. It just changes their perspective, something about it. And you could have been talking about if you like banana bread or not. We do not understand the profound ways in which love works. That's why it can also be called a miracle, is because it's so beyond our comprehension. So, with that said, to go back to where we started, to think that you know how it should look when you actively are doing a loving action is well, it's just you're not qualified. You feel love, you can feel the love when you give it and all of that. I'm not saying that we can't come to know love, we can't come to understand aspects of love or anything like that. But as far as another receiving it and it being received by others, we can't understand that. We can't understand the wholeness of it all, of like what we see as giving to one another, to one other person, I mean, and how that affects the whole of the world, the universe. Everything ripples into everything else. Here we are, like you can tell just by the way I'm feeling, the way you're probably feeling with this conversation of like, well, that doesn't make any sense. You're right, because it doesn't make sense to this world of limitation. We're bringing something that's limitless into our experience, and our experience is based on being limited, of having a body and feeling like we stop at a certain point, either at the skin or your bubble, whatever, however you look at it. Excuse me, however you identify with it or understand it. Um, so, the point of this, to wrap this up, this short little video here, is like, just be loving as much as you can. Like, I know we all have our struggles and our forgetful moments and our moments of grievances and whatever, and that's okay. Be forgiving with that in yourself, and just be loving and forgiving, and know that it's impacting the world in ways that you do not understand. And that's not like a platitude-esque like thing to say. Within the experience of it, you will see it come back around throughout your time. You'll be like, again, it's hard to talk about, but just try it. What do you have to lose? Be bitter instead. I mean, you can look at that, see about how when you're being bitter and angry or whatever, and how that will feed back, create a feedback loop with life, not just with the person directly that you've been angry at, but at the way you perceive the bus driver in traffic, or the way you perceive people on TV, the way you understand stories. Like, this is all kind of focused on the self, but like, you can see how also that changes the world you live in, and the way you treat the world, and the way you encourage the world to go, to flow, to grow in the direction you encourage the world to grow in. So be loving, be forgiving, and don't have any expectations with it, because that's a condition. And then here you are placing conditions on your love, therefore nullifying your extension of the love, your giving of the love. You can't. Love is unconditional. Love is going to all. It extends to all. To place a limit on it is to say you wish to not give it now. Like, oh, you did not say thank you. You did not say that you forgive me for me saying I forgive you, so I no longer forgive you. Well, that's all fine and good, but you can't even say that you forgave them because you had a condition on it. You can't say that you loved them because you had a condition on it. So basically, we must understand that we cannot understand it. It is beyond our ability to comprehend. It is beyond the mind's ability to put into words, into concepts. But it's not beyond the heart's ability to share and to extend and to feel and to bring together and to view, to have vision of unity. So just walk with that through your days and just see what happens, Let me know. Thank you.